with specific.
We interrupt this program to bring you a News 40's special report.
Good afternoon. This is Dave Mattson reporting from the News 40 news studios. There is a major fire burning out of control now in the city of Holyoke. We have a live picture now. You can see it from News 40's Skycam. Thick black smoke billowing through the sky this afternoon. This fire is burning at the Packawood building. That's the Packawood building, one of the old factories and warehouses in Holyoke at White and Ray Streets in that city. Holyoke fire crews are on the scene. We understand that firefighters, here's a scene now, another live picture close-up of the Packawood building. You can see flames burning out of control from the top floors of the Packawood building. Holyoke firefighters have called in mutual aid from other cities and towns surrounding Holyoke to help in fighting this blaze. These are live pictures from the Packawood building at White and Ray Streets in Holyoke. News 40 has 2 crews on the scene along with a reporter. And we will be bringing you updates throughout the hour and on News 40 at 5, 5:30, and 6 on this breaking story out of Holyoke. This is the Packawood building. The fire obviously starting on the top floors of the Packawood building, one of the old warehouses in Holyoke. And firefighters on the scene. The fire broke out just a short time ago within the past hour. And there you see we're going in closer to the old, it looks like the old tower of that building. The fire looks to have been burning for quite a while. This is an old brick structure. One of the old mills in Holyoke, though. Obviously, floors of these old mills over in Holyoke are wooden, but they're soaked with oils and other kinds of chemicals from years and years of work in there. Most of these buildings are close to 100 years old, if not older. And once those catch on fire, these buildings burn out of control. So once again, this is a live picture from the Packawood building now burning out of control at White and Ray Streets in Holyoke. We will keep you posted on this breaking story from Holyoke throughout the afternoon, and on News 40 live at first at 5 and again at 5:30 and 6.
This has been a News 40 special report. We now return you to our regularly scheduled program already in progress. You're watching WGGB TV's Springfield. Now, from your first 24-hour news source, a quick look at the news making headlines today. This is News 40, first at 5.
Good afternoon. There is a major fire burning in Holyoke at this hour.
Fire breaking out within the hour at the Packawood building at White and Ray Streets in Holyoke. Here is a live picture from the scene. Now, we just looked at pictures from there no less than 15 minutes ago, and the top floor of that building was intact. Now it is just starting to fall apart. This is an old building in Holyoke, probably built within the last 100 years, but the Packawood Corporation, it's vacant right now, but they used to make wood handles for knives. So you know from these old buildings in Holyoke that these are buildings with these old wooden floors just soaked with linseed oil and all types of other oils, and that's just adding fuel to this fire.
And of course the firefighters that arrive on the scene, it's difficult to know exactly what they're going to find inside, stuff that has been stored in these buildings for years and years. In fact, as we were coming out over the scanner, we could hear that they had heard an explosion. So who knows exactly what they're talking about. Again, at this point we hear nothing about injuries. What we do know, though, is firefighters are responding from area communities. This is a general alarm fire. Usually that means they come in from Chicopee, from Westover, from South Hadley. There you see the Skycam. That black smoke is just billowing out, just filling the area around there.
This is reminiscent of some of the old mill fires in the early 80s in the city of Holyoke, and from the looks of things right now, firefighters are fighting this fire strictly from the outside, taking no chances going inside of this building right now, because as you can see, this fire is absolutely burning out of control. There'd be nothing they could do fighting this fire from the inside, considering the fact, too, that the building is vacant.
And of course, if you are if you are watching and listening to our report right now, the best advice that we could give you is to stay clear from this area. That is a thick black smoke that is coming out. There is, no word about what exactly is in that smoke, and of course that is not a healthy situation. Besides, it's very dangerous, and there are people that are trying to get that fire under control. So stay clear of the area, and of course expect that the traffic around that area, of course, is going to be tied up.
That was it. We would urge you totally, if you usually take Route 391 home from work or in your travels, we would say avoid that. Take Route 91 and find some other route around that fire scene. So right now that fire scene at White and Ray Streets in downtown Holyoke, down by the canals, the Packawood building, and we will keep you posted throughout this newscast, and of course at 5:30 and 6.
Because we do have a crew on the way, we'll bring you the latest information as soon as